Would you like to bring your audio content into real life and create engaging videos? With just one click, you could take your audio and turn to visually appealing videos. So I want to introduce you to SoundMadeSeen. SoundMadeSeen is packed filled with features. For example, it has progress bars, it has text, customized audio visuals, analytics, translation, subtitle, you name it, you got it. Well, let's meet on the main page and I will go over everything and give you a demo and see if it's right for you. Okay, now I'm on the main page of SoundMadeSeen. As you can see here, you could sign up for free. And let's scroll down and see all the features. You could analyze your audio and you could also create your own design. There's an editor tool inside. There's also beautiful images that you could create with AI. You could also use your own image as well too. And here are more features. You can create audio to video conversions, intelligent audio analysis. This is very useful if you are doing social media, text to speech. And then it has the full transcript capabilities, very accurate. And then you have one click content creation and a very simple video editor. So let's go into the dashboard and get started. Now we're going to go into the dashboard and I create a video and it shows you that there's 4 easy steps to it. And step one is that you could either add a podcast from a list of podcasts and you could upload your own file and then you could also select and upload from the library that you've built. And step two is the portion is selecting whether you want the entire recording or a timestamp. And then step three would be to choose the size and the orientation of your video, depending on which platform you can put it on, YouTube or Instagram. Instagram's more square. And then step four would be to confirm your video setting and make any final adjustment for your transcript. And you can click on the button to create your video, and then they'll send you an email when it's ready. So it's easy as 4 steps here. And then if you click onto this side, you're going to see your menu bar. And here you would have all your videos in here. And then here is create the video where you come here. And then this is the part where you could create a design. And here's your audio library or your podcast or your upload. It's very organized. Your clips, and then you could upload your audio file in here. And then your text library. And then, of course, there's FAQ and support and account. So I'm going to add a podcast. And right here, it says, I've not had any yet. So I'm going to select murder mystery. I love listening to it while at work. So I'm going to type that in, murder mystery, and then murder with my husband, maybe murder 101. And then just says, are you sure? I'm going to click confirm. And once I could confirm, I could click use this podcast. So it's generating it from the iHeart, and then I'm going to pick which episode I would like. So I will use this one, and then now it's importing into my episode. And up here you can see the description of it and the date. So now it's generating and importing, and it may take a few minutes. Okay, right here you could do play, and then here is pause, of course, and then this is play selection, and then this would be for create a clip here, and then this would be from your time code if you just want a certain part of the clip. So you could decide if you want to use just maybe from 10 to 24 here. Maybe I'll do from 10 and then drag this in to 24. Okay, so I'm just going to use this part here, as you can see, the yellow, and I'm going to create a clip. So it's telling me what it's doing. And here next, I would choose my size. I always post for Instagram, so it tells you here, square is perfect. And if you're doing ideal for YouTube, Vimeo, and then here if you want to do a story. So I might choose square. I do a lot of Instagram posting. And then you could choose your template here, or you could make your own. So let's have some fun and let's make our own template. So we're going to go here, make your own. And then I love how it has all these directions. The editor is where you add text, images, shapes, progress bar, subtitles to make your own design. And then here it says this is the canvas where you would place all your elements. And then you could select an element within the canvas by clicking on it. And in here you could see that this is where you move in and move out. And then over here would be your zoom in, zoom out. Oh, yep, I told you that. And then it says use the background tool. Down here, you can see your menu bar. It's going to go over each one. You can use the image to add image to your video. And then you have your text tool, your shapes, very intuitive, your waveform, which one you like. And then you have your progress tool to add a progress bar to your video. And you can select from different colors and different styles. And here you have your subtitle. And then it says up here, there's another menu. You could use the delete tool to delete the selected item from your design. Upstack tool to move the selected item up one layer. And then this one, you can also move it down another layer. So let's do next. And then here it says once you finish, you can save your design by clicking on this button. Zoom out here and then zoom in and then zoom out. Okay, and then here you can move. See? And then let's choose a background here. Wow, there's a lot of nice background. Let me move here. And then I'm going to choose building block, maybe this one. Image here, it says you could generate from using AI, and you could also upload, and it even gives you an example of what you could type. So I'm going to use AI. Show a lady in fear, since it's a murder mystery, in fear and running away at night. Okay, so I'm going to generate and see what it comes up with. Oh, that's so perfect. I don't know. I like them both. I kind of like the mystery of someone just running and you don't see their face. So I'm going to choose that one. I love it. Okay, that looks really good. And then I'm going to next add in my text. And here you could see I could add in different text. I'm going to just call it Murder 101. Oops, Murder 101. Okay. And then I have here the font. See how I could play with this, right? And this is nicer, it's much bigger here. I'm going to put this down. And then I could bold this. Bold always looks good. And then I could line here. And then the color, maybe I'll make it pop out with, I don't know, red maybe, confirm. And then the alignment here, and then the thickness of the outline, and then border color here. Okay. And then of course you got delete, and then you could use different fonts here too. I could also add this shape in here. I could do maybe a line, and then I could add it right here, like just a line. And then I could of course stretch out the line. You can see here, just drag, click on and see the arrow, drag. And then you could also color the line too. Choose like maybe a red, and then you could also make the thickness of the line right here. So there you go. And then I'm going to do a waveform. Ooh, I love this. There's so much to choose from. I think I might like this one. That's kind of cool there, but I'm going to see, you could drag it to make it smaller because you don't want it to overlap your words. So I'm going to make it like this, and then I'm going to maybe use the color red again, confirm. Oh my God, this is so cool. And then I could use the wave color for the second one. I could do pink, maybe, confirm, see? And this is so nice. And I could snap to the side right there, or snap to the bottom or delete. And then progress, I will just keep it simple here. And maybe yeah. Okay. Just do that. And then subtitles, I can do single words or fade, and then outline thickness. And I'm going to hit enter. And then once I'm happy with this, I could just say use this design. So now it's saving my design. So that's pretty cool. Love this. And I'm going to call the design Murder 101. And then I could either edit, I could reselect the audio, and then I'm going to generate the video. Okay, now in my email, it sends me a notification and it says my video is done. So I'm going to click on see my video, and here it is. And I could either download it, I could embed the code into anywhere where it says accepts HTML. You click on here, you just copy this iframe, you could put on your web page, and then you could do check on loop or mute it, or you could show the control or not. I recommend always leaving the control to the users. I would leave that on. And then once you make your selection, you could copy and embed that code into your HTML.
It was a huge relief to know that there was positive proof out there.
Let's hit play.
Greene County. I don't know if you remember that.
I heard about her.
Yeah, it was a few weeks after your incident, but she had been dead for a while.
And then you could see the progress bar up here.
Studios, one that was told.
From those words he said is that I
click on upload a file, and then here I could have the options of record my audio, and then I could put text to speech, and then you could have the different voice here, the demo here, and it says I want to transcribe this audio, and then the language here you could select here, English, whatever language that it's created in, the recording type, book, meditation. It has all these categories here. So I'm going to do other, and then numbers of speakers. I would put 1, and I'm going to use this example podcast and drag it in. And then I'm going to confirm upload. And then once again, this time I can look at the transcript here. Down here, I could put the speaker's name. Like if there's 2 speakers, it'll be A and B, but right now there's just 1 speaker. Make up a name, Mandy or something. And then I could go in here and I could edit this as well. I could maybe move this, and I could do Toyota. And then I have different modes. I have edit mode, select mode, or I could do here edit and then generating. And then here's my transcript for it. There you go. It has all the timestamps and everything. And I could go down here and then select SRT or select text. And you have up here the zoom in, zoom out. Then create content here. You can create content, a blog post, casual, and then you could generate here. And there it goes. You could copy this HTML to your clipboard, copy the text to your clipboard, very user-friendly. And it says, Porsche that's practical and powerful. And this, you could create this into the blog post. This is pretty cool here. And if you want to do like maybe bullet points of it too, you could do that as well and start again. So it's very useful. It's not only, it does subtitles, but it could help you with your social media and create different types of content. So this is a nice shorter bullets. And then you also could do, paragraph and the tone. And then on this tab here, you have analyzing. So right here, it says the main topics, themes, general tone of this conversation is promoting the Porsche, Mecca SUV. And this is very good because a lot of times I'm creating videos and I have to research, and I could simply pop in, the video, and then I could get a summary of it. And so it really helps with my content here. And it tells me We think these clips are the most interesting part of your audio, your topics to explore. So here it shows you the topic to explore. It says the following extract can make a great starting point for social media or a short summary of your content. So it says experience the driving passion of a Porsche without sacrificing every practicality. So then you also could copy the text here. I believe this is very useful and it sets this program apart from others. So now I'm going to upload an MP4 and show you how that looks like before I uploaded MP3, which is just audio. So here's a video upload. So I'm going to choose upload file again. And then I'm going to take the beginning of my introduction and add this in. And then I'm going to choose, I'm going to say there's two, even though there's just me as a speaker, and then English. And I want this transcribed, so I'm going to upload. And then I'll wait to, it sends me an email to come back and I'll show you. Okay, so now I have my video ready, the MP4. And you could see here, as you see, I play across it, you could see my face. See? Now that's pretty neat. And then I could go through the same exact process as creating clip and adding the design. Here I add two speakers so you could see how it would look with two speakers. I could add Francis. And then of course, you go through the same thing. It has your timestamp here. You could create your content for the social media. And then you could also go analyze the video and you have all the same options. I just want to point out that SoundMadeSeen is also on YouTube, and there's so many helpful videos on here in case I miss anything. You go in video here, you can see a nice overview video. You can see how you do a transcript video in more detail, how you use the analysis tool, text to speech, and then here's the introduction. So make sure you subscribe to SoundMadeSeen YouTube channel. So let's talk about pricing. So currently on AppSumo, it is available for the first plan for $39, and you get lifetime access to SoundMadeSeen. And for plan one, it's only $39, and you get unlimited designs. You get 100 minutes of video generation a month, 100 minutes of transcription, and then 500 AI image requests and upscale per month, and then 90 days of file storage and AI generated text, 10,000 token, and you have a content analyzer. I think that is a very sweet and very generous deal. Plan to create lots of podcasts, and I recommend maybe going for the plan 2, which is $78 a month. And basically this is, double the token, and you get 9 months storage, and you get like everything looks like it's double. And then for plan 3, you get unlimited designs, 500 minutes. It goes up to more. And I think that's a very reasonable price, especially for the lifetime. And my final thoughts is this program is very different from others. It's so packed full with features. Not only you have transcription, you have subtitles, which is good for 508 law, and then you have designs that you could create. You also could upload your video MP4 and MP3. So I think it is really a no-brainer to have this. I think it's a wonderful product. I want to know if you plan to purchase it, and let me know your thoughts. And if you have a podcast, leave the link below. I'd like to go and listen to it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.